Giving it all we got, giving it all we can, giving it all we got. Oh, climbing up to the top of the world, no fear, we're gonna make it. Everything we want is ours.
Whoa, hey, good morning from here on the Thai farm, where I am already out and about and underway with getting small minor projects done. Still waiting for the electrician guy. I mean, I could go chase him down, but you know, I'm finding that by waiting for him, I start to think about other things that I need to get done, smaller things. I tend to focus on big things, and then, you know, I neglect the small things. So, meh. And one of them is this right here. But let me turn on my light and my fan. It's actually cool right now, so I don't really need the fan, but it is actually a perfect device for chasing away mosquitoes in a mosquito-prone shop room. Anyway, so this was actually old pieces of wood that were from one of the windows, I think. I don't know. Actually, I don't even know anymore. But this was an old shingle, actually. This round one. An old shingle from the gazebo that we have over there that's got a tin roof on it now, because all these came off. Anyway, I had put this together, and from old wood, I actually had screwed these two pieces in, and that was from the on the small knockdown house, when that one window was kind of broken out. That one piece of wood was messed up, so what I did was I built this and I put it, you know, in front of that whole window. I think I have a picture of that, but it was a long time ago, just to protect this so the, you know, weather or stuff wouldn't come in there. But then later we fixed the whole window, so this was just laying around, and we've been using it to just threw it on top of like a basket full of charcoal to stop the rain from getting in there or whatever. And but now, or I should say also, we use it, we take it off the charcoal at night and put it across that kitchen, outdoor kitchen little door kind of area, so the dogs don't come up in there if they want to come over here at night and scout around for stuff. You know, because the kitchen has smells, and you know, dogs, they travel for miles through these rice fields, and if they smell something in the kitchen, they'll go try and investigate. But anyway, long story short, I am now repurposing this, and I'm going to actually make it a door. I mean, you know, for that side of the kitchen. And what I've done already is I took some of my wood slats that I have, these teak wood slats. You know, I bought them like in bulk, like 20 of them or whatever, from the Sunday market. But anyway, I cut a couple of them, and I have nailed them into here. Pre-drilled a little bit, but nailed them pretty secure. Two on that side, and then just one on this side. These were good enough to hold them together, but the edges were still kind of floppy because they weren't secure. So I put these two together. Now it's, you know, it's a pretty stable door. I'm gonna leave this handle on here. This was on here before. It had some latches, but I had to take those off. But what I need to do is I need to put the hinges on here, and then I'm going to use my my trusty nail gun, you know, explosive nail gun, to just bolt that hinge right into the cement piling that is there for the outdoor kitchen. I think it would be easy peasy. And the piling is one of the bigger ones, like the 6-inch, so I don't think I'm going to have any back talk about cracking or whatever. But I do know that I've been looking around. I only have one of these hinges, which kind of bums me out. I'll look around for a little more. I thought I had some brown ones somewhere, but I might have used those on the gate by the house. So I might have to take the motor scooter up to the everything store and just buy a set of hinges so I can get that going. You know, so let me do that, and we'll get back to you real quick. Well, I did find my hinges in my old red 2-box. I've had 4 of these actually. I just cleaned it off, but these ones I actually cut. Had to grind them off of a old piece of bench or something, whatever it was, probably in here, or maybe at the mom's house or whatever. I bought this toolbox 15 years ago, maybe 20 years ago. I don't know, when I was fixing stuff. So now I have my bigger one, but I thought I still had some, so yeah. And on this door that I have, hopefully it's, you know, it's kind of long, so I might have to do something later to that, but I think the 2 hinges will be enough. But the trick is, you see, that's going to go on the cement piling. The door opens this way, so yeah, so that means I'm going to have to put this thing like here somewhere. It should be alright. Extend it out that far. Well, anyway, so I guess I need to just go ahead and bolt that one there. Should I do 3 or should I do 2? I actually have 4 of them. So, I mean, it's small, right? This is not that big. This is 32 inches maybe or something. So that'd probably be enough. Yeah. So I have to open these up. Like that. Get it in position. So yeah, that's what I talk about, you know, just thinking of stuff and thinking, oh man, you know, I need to do that. I've been wanting to make a little gate for that side of the kitchen, because I always see my wife's usually the one putting that piece of board up there, taking it down. So I help her out, you know. Make something. Actually, 90% probably of what I do here is I do to make my wife's life easier. Really. I mean, the byproduct, I suppose, is it makes it easier for me too, but not in that most literal sense. She's the one that deals with a lot of things that I make, like she's opening and closing the front gate, so I wanted to make that electric, so she doesn't have to get out in the middle of the rain and do that and all that. And the gate, so she doesn't have to haul that back and forth. When I made charcoal, I did that so she didn't have to go run around, go buying charcoal and stuff. And, lights, make them solar, make them automatic, put things on timers so she don't go around turn everything on. I could do all that stuff too, but if it was me, I wouldn't turn lights on. I don't care. But she likes to do that stuff and all that, so I just try and make it easier for her. That actually frees up more time, right? Frees up more time for her to get into other things, or for us to go do stuff. hopefully we will be going to do some stuff shortly. It's this weekend, actually starts tomorrow at the temple. We'll start going for Loy Gatong, water, you know, I don't know how you describe it. Anyway, that's when we float the blessings into the water and all that. It's awesome. I did videos on it last year. Maybe posted pictures or something, but we'll do it again this year. I have less, I'm less trapped by what I was doing. I think last year I was in the middle of cement work and everything like that, so I only spent 1 day, maybe 2 days out there. But they line up the whole street with vendors, and you can go out there and eat every night for, I don't know, it's several nights for sure. I forget how long actually, maybe even 5 days or something like that, or a week even. Yeah, maybe a week. And go have some good fun and maybe make some videos. I ordered a chest harness, proper one. And I also ordered a new the glass protective lens here for the GoPro, because I can see it's scratched. It's kind of like chipped almost. Maybe dropping it, I don't know. It's chipped almost, so I think that's what's catching the light. And like when I'm in the sun, it has a little bit of the. And I think the prism effect is because I have a messed up lens. Anyway, I bought a new lens, bought the wiring harness or the chest harness, also bought a handlebar mount for my scooter. So anyway, yeah, stuff I think of when I'm waiting for the electrician. All right, well, and also I have my different GoPro. I have the actual GoPro grip handle on the GoPro today. I took off the other one that has the extension on it, so I have my arm extended, which I don't like. I'm probably gonna go back to the other one. But I tried to clean my GoPro today. That's why I saw the scratches on the lens. But I because the voice was crackling still, I was like, I did see some videos on how to avoid the popping and cracking from my last video. If you saw that point of view video, and I mentioned that it has some popping or crackling in the beginning and some parts. My slow down doesn't have it, and this and that. Anyway, one of the guys told me, or on the video it showed, that when you have the settings for wind, when that is on, then the GoPro will always try to self-correct, even if you have your external mic hooked up. So by turning that off, you're telling the GoPro to focus only on your mic for the wind. And so with my dead cat on there, I should be able to eliminate some of that. And also, as I mentioned, when you plug your mic in, that USB, what is it, 2.0, that can move when it moves. So what he did, this guy had some like silicone putty or whatever, just kind of stuck it around by the camera and around that thing to prevent that from moving, which also will get that in the sound. So I'm excited to try that out next time. As soon as I hope I get my harness and all that, like tomorrow or the next day. It said 17. What is today? 12 through 14. No, 14 is Saturday. Monday. No, probably not. Anyway, let me get to it and we'll take a look at it. We'll get back at you. Oh, whoa. Well, I think that's mission accomplished. See that? No. Yeah. I found some screws that actually were a little longer because I wanted it to go through both pieces. Although I do see that the screw is protruding a little bit on the outside. What am I going to do to rectify that? I thought I had my little handy dandy. Oh, here it is. As usual, when I'm working, everything's piled up on my shop desk. My little handy grinder. That should be able to just take the, it's not that strong though, but maybe it's big enough, strong enough to take the little pieces off. Yeah. Anyway, let me do that. It shuts off by itself, like when I bog down, when it bogs down too fast or whatever, and it'll turn off, but I have to just turn it back on. Weird. That's alright. It'll work. I'm not too worried about the aesthetic part of it. Yeah, that works. I don't know, what do you think? Should I do a quick sand on it and put some lacquer on there? Yeah, let's do that. My trusty little, what is that? It says Triton. Triton belt sander, 10,000 RPM per minute. Whoa. But yeah, so I know you can probably see it better this angle. That's all cement, actually, debris that's on there. So I probably should scrape that off. I mean, I could leave it all rustic, but I think just a little bit of a, I can lock it on, I think. Actually, that's probably going to come out kind of nice. This is real weather-worn wood, so. Alright, man, let's get to it. This GoPro handle, it doesn't have that, you know, it's that one with the orange bottom, so you just have to hold it all the time. It doesn't have let me turn that off. It doesn't have the tripod like my other one does. Another reason why I'll be going back to that one. Anyway, let's get some film, see if we can do it. Here we go. Alright, well, I'm still going to leave it a little bit rustic. I can see it's actually got some old lacquer on there. Pretty thick, actually. I'm just going to leave that on there. And the little nails that I have stood out a little bit more. So I'm going to grind those off. I think that's it for that side anyway. I definitely have to do something to the other side, you know. You don't want to sand just one side, right? Although this side's a little bit more uneven. I do have to bend over some nails and stuff. It's a little bit more rough. But I can probably, you know, clean up a little bit, yeah? Yeah. That should be adequate. Yeah. Now it's just a matter of putting some lacquer on there. I did buy some new lacquer the other day. That's my Lacquer Pro number 6. It's otherwise called cheap ass lacquer. So, but lacquer brush. My thinner. Okay, so I got that. I usually go a little bit around 50-50. So I can just, you know, it'll spread easier and absorb easier. I mean, people use different. Is that 50-50? I don't know, maybe it was more than 50-50. We'll see. Because it's going on real thin. And let me Put a little more. I like these cans actually too, because you can actually see that thing push in here, and that pops this off. It's probably too much, because now I'm gonna have to lacquer something else so I don't waste it. Can't really put it back in there. That's a little better. I'm just gonna slap this on there. As dry as this wood is, it will suck it up and probably dry it up very quick. Yep, already sucking up wood. Oh! Alrighty. Maybe this is enough lacquer. I thought it'd be too much lacquer, but maybe because this wood's so dry, it's just sucking this stuff up. Look at that, yeah, that's already sucking up all that lacquer. Yeah. Up. Whoa, what we got here? I'll put a little more on it. Let that dry for a few minutes and use up the rest of that can. And then we'll get over and bolt that thing up. Yeah, sounds good. All right, man. Back at you. We'll take a look. One of the things I noticed when I was putting more lacquer on here, right? And I started to put more lacquer on there, and I thought, you know, this stuff is just like, it's almost like I didn't put any lacquer on it. It was so thin. And then I thought, well, maybe I put too much, you know, too much thinner in there. Although I had already added more lacquer. But then I looked at the can again, and this isn't the lacquer I normally buy. I normally buy some really thick, good stuff from TOA. But this stuff was on sale and it was cheaper. But one of the things I saw was right here, ready to use, which means, and if you translate that other part in Thai, you don't need thinner. So, and I thought it was a little thin, but anyway, so I just poured a whole bunch more to just get lacquer out of that thinner can, and then put it on again. So it's a little better, but it's still, you know, it's still going to be a flat finish, I think, not really a lacquer finish. That's all right. It might be a little bit lacquery, you know, a little bit shiny over the old lacquer that's on here, but hey, man, we're rustic here on the Bannock, right? All right, let's let that dry. See if I can't get in something else before I use my gun to nail it to the cement post. All right, back at you. All righty, well, got my trusty gun. I think I got enough drying it. I did put the fan on it, kind of speed up the drying. Doesn't have to be perfectly dry. We don't do things 100% around here. But yeah, should be pretty good. My wife's over there fishing. That's her national pastime. Although she's fishing for a purpose. Other than, you know, lunch or dinner. She's fishing because she's gonna sell some of the fish. Got a couple of, she's gonna sell, she got an order for like 12 kilos. But she's catching like 8 more kilos. And just once she sells those, she'll just drive the motorbike and she'll sell those. Some of you'll buy them real quick. Boom, boom, boom. That's and about 2 per kilo. That's like 40 fish that she's catching on the pole from the small knockdown in the morning. When's the last time you caught 40 fish? Let's take a look. It's got the, whoa, huh? Can't see him, too dirty. Yeah, there you do it. Keep up the fish, see what we got here. Whoa, 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 what big old fish. Yep. All right, man, well this is the door, so the idea is that I'm gonna put it in place here. This is only a small level, so the door will be a little bit higher, I think. But, yeah. Now that I think about it, wait a minute, I hope I measured that thing right. Because I put the, oh my God. I'm starting to think it's not measured right. Here, I better put this down. Let's see if I can leave that there on my bananas. Nice. I think I need to reposition my hinges. All right, let me see. Let's see that big old fish, man. Yeah. Yeah, there's one thing I realized is that with the door opening this way, it's going to hit the aircon here. So that means that I normally would have the door open in order to use the gun. Let me get that sorted out. I'll get back at you. Well, I think I figured it out. Actually, it probably will work. I'm gonna have the hinges open here and just shoot them in here. Hopefully it doesn't chip out that whole side when the gun goes in. It's kind of close to the edge of that. But there's only one way, we'll see. And this is also because the way the hinge opens, you know, this will still be open right here, because technically that hinge, because it's reversed, it would close about here. You know, it would only go to right here. And that's all I really needed to go. So by flipping the hinges, I'm able to get it in there. And we still have enough, you know, enough to close it. So, yeah, it's just a matter of opening my gun. Jesus. Yeah. Gotta watch that. Now I'll just go ahead and put that in there. Put that one right in here. It's a little bit of a crack, man. It's not cracked on that side. A little bit of a crack. There's another one. There's another one in place. Anyway, I need 2 hands for this one. We'll get back at you. Well, actually, I don't think it's going to work. I already blew out the wall on this thing a couple places. Got 2 of them in there, one on the top like that, but over here it's blowing out there and blowing out over there. too much. I could have moved it all the way. If I tried to move it all the way over, the aircon would be in the way here. So I could have made it longer, then just put it all over here and then shot it in the middle, and it probably would have been fine. But I'm probably gonna have to try and drill it conventional way. All right, we'll get back at you. Well, I worked the magic and check it out. So what I did was I just wound up switching the placement. I got it in the middle, which I just put top and bottom on those. Top and bottom, I don't need to put 4. It's better, that way it doesn't split, you know. If I put more in there, it would probably split, but these are really secure, so that's gonna be no problem. And here, it just opens from the inside. Yeah, pretty good. And then it's just snug right there on the bottom. So I will be able to put probably a latch right there. Maybe, bolt in a latch there too. But yeah, came out all right. I'll fix that up with cement. Next time I mix cement, I'll try and remember to come over here and use leftovers over there. But hey, man, kind of rough, huh? But hey, man, that's what you do. You got leftover stuff, put it together. Hey! And then it's done, right? All right, man. Let me get back at you. Okay, final latch. What I did was I wound up after it. Actually, I just put the hole in the side. This is solid concrete. That was not easy. But then I got the latch on there. Just go right in there, man. Boom. I did have to add this extra piece of wood, so I screwed that there first, and just because it had this, right, so it needed to be level. Anyway, boom. Pretty cool, man. Got her done. But I did have to go back and forth like I don't know how many times to my shop. Just goes to show you that nothing that seemingly is easy enough. Like, oh, I'll make a little gate for the outdoor kitchen. And then that little gate is not so little of a project, because it has taken me all morning. Hell, it's lunchtime. I think I started this video in the morning. So, get it done. All right, man. A little project for this morning. I might get in some in the afternoon, but I don't know. We'll have to see. Don't won't we? I do still have to clean up my mess. I want to have taken that rack out and use it as a little bit of table to cut the gate, but I still got to clean up my mess, man. All right, then. Thanks for watching, and keep watching while I make a mess here in the Monog.